Now, you know we love to keep you up to date on all of the hottest new design products and decor trends. And the perfect place to find all of that is the Interior Design Show. So we sent our very own Jackie Glass over there to look for her favorite finds of 2023. Let's take a look at what she found.
But you're in the booth to talk about the Freedom Induction Cooktop.
Yes. Well, the beauty of this induction cooktop is that we have something called zoneless technology. So we can move our pan all over this induction, and it's going to track the pan, and it finds where to produce the heat into the pan.
It's really cool because that way you can just move it everywhere. You don't have to touch the dials. It's all good.
Exactly.
Vanilla matches my bag.
All right, Jackie, that looked like a blast. IDS always is. So overall, what seems to be trending on the interior design streets? What's going on?
You know, it was a really good show.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I kept seeing over and over again was sustainability and technology. They seem to be, there's a synergy between them. Even, Wi-Fi connectivity. So you can see that, there's organic and yet there's that kind of technology kind of, nipping its, at its heels.
Yeah.
So I brought with me a number of pieces that I felt really had great stories on both counts.
I think everything you brought is great, and I just love the fact that you went around the IDS with a big tote and grabbed these things and put them in your purse on the way, right? And then brought them all the way to Cityline so we could see them.
Absolutely.
Show us your first favorite find.
Okay, so the company is called Cirque.
Okay.
And what they do is they have a zero waste. They are a Canadian company that have decided to really think about the environment. And what they do is they use recycled plastic food containers. So the things that we carry our blueberries in and things. So what they do is they use a 3D printer and they actually make designs that are actually very functional and beautiful for people like you and I for our homes.
That came out of a 3D printer.
Isn't this amazing? This is a beautiful bowl. It's a beautiful bowl. And here's what's exciting. Their website has lots of different colors. Now, it isn't on demand, so you do have to order.
Yeah.
However, there's lots of colors. It's a really vast website. But what I want to say is that once you've decided you no longer need this piece or want this piece, they will even pay for shipping to have it sent back to them, and they will then make it into something else.
Oh, that's beautiful. Talk about zero waste.
Absolutely.
And I like the fact that it's on demand. We should have more things like that instead of mass production.
Exactly.
And then having all this waste. So that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. I love the color.
Yes.
I walked into the studio and I was just like, here.
Yes.
It's the warmth of it all. So walk me through some of the pieces that are sparking joy.
Okay, well let's start with this rug, and it's really beautiful. It's a woven rug. It is from India, and it's from Mark Krebs, and he was a young man, loved India, decided that he was going to recreate and have rugs made for him, but he was going to actually design some of them and have a little bit more input in them.
Yes.
And he wanted them to have a certain playfulness, and that's what you can see. And this is a traditional Kalim rug. They're tightly woven. They're made from cotton and wool. They last a long time. But this has a little bit of black, a little bit of pattern, and all of his patterns have a sense of fun to them.
Absolutely. Low maintenance, too. So you can throw that in the kitchen. You can, right? That can be a well-worn area.
Absolutely. And Kalims, they last for many, many, many years.
Absolutely.
So that's what's wonderful about them. Now, another young designer who studied at OCAD and had amazing response at IDS because of her very fun puppy stools was a young designer named Ho Zhang, and she is in our audience today, which is great.
Give it up for
So wonderful. Yeah.
Beautiful. What did she make? What are her designs?
So she dubbed them the puppy stool, but basically they're just fun little funky stools that are made with solid wood, and then I think the little bit of fur kind of gives you that little animal vibe. But these are really fun, bright pieces. They're just playful, and they could be great in, well, we just saw Shai's little nursery. Like you could pop, depending on the colors, you could kind of pop them into the rooms, and they can be used
and
pretty
they're nice and light.
Yeah.
Jason, where's Jason? Come on in here. So Jason, next time I want to tickle you, put up.
I love it.
Listen, there's something about these, though. I think it's really beautiful to have pieces of art around your house, especially the playful kind, because I know that when we started having kids, I was like, I want the house to be beautiful, but I never want it to be precious.
Exactly.
I want it to be whimsical. I want it to be a place where the kids can put up their feet and have some fun. And pieces like that bring that out.
So
takes the seriousness away.
Absolutely.
Right?
And I think what the next series of pieces that I want to show you is from a company called Obaki.
Okay.
And what they've done is they've gone globally, and they've gone to artisans throughout the world, and they basically, the goal is that they are able to have those same pieces made in the same way that was done 100 years ago. So they're maintaining that integrity.
Okay.
But what's beautiful about these pieces is that when you were saying not too precious, these are pieces that add that eclectic element to a traditional or a modern space.
Right.
So if you're looking right to your right,
This
there's
is
a really
stunning.
beautiful, it's a Mexican piece.
Yeah.
Now that would be fantastic in an entryway. It could be beside a fireplace. So there's lots of really interesting places that it could be, along with some of those transitional pieces that you might have in your own home.
Yes.
Now we also have this gorgeous bowl. It's a
beautiful.
Mexican piece. Now that could stand on a sofa table, coffee table. It's a beautiful piece. This wonderful covered piece is again from Mexico. But what I love about it is, you know, summer's going to be coming, and that's a beautiful piece to protect all your food when you're having cocktails outside.
That's perfect.
And then lastly, I want to share, I love these little Japanese candles. They're
Look
made
at
from
these.
sumac.
They're gorgeous.
I think they're quite stunning. And again, they could be done in multiples on a fireplace mantle, in groupings on an end table in a bedroom, lots of uses.
Absolutely beautiful. Okay, and this one down here, I'm not sure if you mentioned it,
I
but
didn't.
this is
It's
a gorgeous looking
Gorgeous basket from Uganda, and it has a star center. It's really beautifully woven, and again, great for basket, like for blankets, or just on its own on a table. It's gorgeous.
It's lovely. You can even put like the firewood in there by the hearth.
Most
Let's talk
definitely.
lighting. Okay, so that piece
Stunning.
is a standout.
It is. So this is from Objects and Ideas, and it is just this gorgeous fluid piece that to me is like art, but also is very functional in a space. So that's something that becomes a conversation piece. And when I saw it, I actually circled back and I said, I need to show this. People need to see that this kind of art is being recreated for our homes in such a gorgeous way.
I love it. And now let's talk about wall art, because this piece just looks so scrumptious.
Isn't it gorgeous? So
it's soft.
A designer that was originally a fashion designer, Marie Dooley, she created fabric art, but also you can get batting inside that will insulate against sound. So if you have high ceilings or you kids' rooms, it's perfect, it's mod, it's great, it's groovy, and I think it's the sign of things to come.
Use it for all the podcasters out there. Okay, it's not officially like an audio room, but it's nice to have things like that to catch the sound, right? Very tactile.
Yes.
Thanks for the scoop, Jax. You got us great stuff. To find out more about all of these products, head over to cityline.com.